Okay, this is the first set of weapons and the first set of weapon and character skin from the Battle Pass Vault. So yeah, Battle Pass Vault is definitely more of a realistic one. So here is of course the weapon inspect. This is the M4. It's alright. It's really quite bland actually. Honestly, it's like 3 out of 10 if that. Not one of my favourite skins. I remember rating this one not very highly when the original Battle Pass came out. I do believe. Yeah, definitely. Actually, I'm not sure if I did rate this one or not. But yeah, definitely a bad M4 skin. They've got the best ones like the Enchanted Carbine one, which is kind of like rainbow coloured. The only cool thing about this, realistically, is the bit of green material going across the centre. And the iron sight has got a bit of red in it as well, which is quite cool. But other than that, nothing really going for it, honestly. And of course, it's an M4 skin. And although the M4 has got a kind of buff recently, it's still not the best skin. Still not very good. So yeah, definitely, unless you like the realistic skins, in which case this Battle Pass Vault might be for you. I just don't think it would be worth it, honestly. Then here's the character skin. Okay, so the eye patch and the cape are kind of cool. Because stuff I don't really see, especially the eye patch, don't really see much on that accessory much on different character skins. But yeah, so overall the character skin was about 4 out of 10 as well. Honestly, not the best. Yeah, this combination is about 3.5 out of 10. Not very good, honestly. Yeah, definitely more the realistic style of skin, and for me that is probably the worst style of skin. So yeah, if you do like the realistic, more realistic, then maybe these are for you. But definitely one that I would avoid if I didn't already have it. But of course, I do already have it, so yeah, I don't need to purchase it, of course. Unless you are, of course, collecting Battle Passes, in which case this Battle Pass Vault is one that you might not already have pushed in by at the time. In which case you might want to plug it, I don't know. But so yeah, now let's move on to the next set of skins. Okay, so the next set of skins, as you can see, first of all, actually let's give it an inspect, is the reido. Possibly the most pointless gun skin in the game. Literally looks exactly like the default. Maybe a couple of geometric changes, but other than that, the only thing I ever use this is to have the geometric changes and put a camo on it. That's the only reason you'd ever use this gun skin. There are definitely better reidos out there. Of course, the Mythic one being the best practical choice, honestly. But yeah, definitely really bland, really boring, and it's got a slight change of colour to it. But overall, no one really uses the reido anyway. But yeah, overall, probably a really bad gun. That's definitely a really bad gun. Gun skin at least. The gun's not too bad to be fair. But yeah, like I said, again, a realistic one. Definitely not like kind of skin, and might not even anyone's type of skin. Even if you do like the realistic ones, there's just no detail to it, and it's like really bland and boring, honestly. And here is the Charlie skin. Now this one's slightly different in the fact that it's wearing a hat instead of a helmet. So most of the Charlie skins that we have wear a helmet instead of a hat. That's the only upside to this. Other than that, there's no colour to it. The headphones are quite cool. Still kind of another thing you don't really see too much of. But yeah, other than that, it's kind of a bit boring. So this comes into about 2 out of 10 if that, 1.5 out of 10. And the character skin is maybe a 3.5 out of 10. Yeah, definitely really boring one for me. For me at least. Definitely one again that I wouldn't recommend getting. I would say if you're going to plan on getting it, I would say unless you like the realistic style, save the weird token things you get from the Battle Pass to get the Battle Pass Vault, and save them for a different one, I would say. So yeah, now let's get to the next weapon set avoid the next set of weapons and character skins. Okay, so we are back, and then we have the DRH model. I think it's the model Pearl, real quick, along with the it's the Milson character skin. I can't remember exactly what it's called. Yeah, this is really the best one out of this lot. There is at least some detail to it. It's got some nice kind of flowers on it. But that's the good thing it's going for it. It's about 4 out of 10, honestly. Still not the best. It's kind of bland black skin. But yeah, if you were looking for a mediocre at best DRH skin, then maybe you'd go for this one. But definitely better DRH skins. I believe there's better free DRH skins as well. So yeah. Yeah, definitely like a 4 out of 10, I would say. There's a bit more detail to this one, with of course some nice white on it. But other than that, there's not really too much going for this skin. Definitely one that I would recommend avoiding again. This whole boss, unless I keep repeating I feel like I keep repeating myself, but unless you like the realistic style. Okay, then the Neil seems kind of a sleek design. It's meant to be like kind of like a special forces agent, and but the only reason it's kind of sleek is because you can't see the face and it's fully blacked out. That's quite cool, I would say. Well, it's like more of a try-hard kind of stealthy skin almost. So maybe that's probably the best character skin in this battle pass, honestly. Yeah, gonna get again a 4 out of 10. It's probably the best set right here. Yeah, so yeah, that Milson, it looks pretty cool to be fair, it looks pretty badass. But yeah, I think most of the Milsons you can't see the face actually, but just the fact that I'm being all black is quite cool, I would say. So yeah, now let's get into the final. We have the final pair, I would say. Okay, and then the final set of skins. Of course, this is when the Hades came out. So the final 50 skin is the Hades shoulder cannon. Now this has some significant geometric changes. I mean, it's the barrel the barrel a bit bigger. That's the only major thing here. It's still a very bland skin, 2 colours, not very much detail to it. It's a very blocky skin, I would say. But the other side is not too bad on this thing. Here's the inspect. Yeah, as you can see, it's quite a chunk of this one. Don't know what loadout I've got on this thing, but it's got like 0 recoil. But yeah, definitely another bland skin. Like I said, realistic style battle pass. So not really in my cup of tea. This is probably the second best, so like 3.5 out of 10. There are some geometric changes, but that's the only thing really going for it. Well, even 3 out of 10, honestly. Again, another disappointing one, I would say. What I'm really waiting for is them to re-release the older battle passes, like I believe season 8. I don't have the OG season 8, and then 5, 4, 3, and 2, and the 1 are the only ones I don't have, like the OG seasons. I mean. Yeah, overall kind of a bad skin, honestly. Or very much a bad skin, honestly. And I think this is the Griggs skin. Oh, I don't know why it's inspected. Here's the Griggs skin. Okay, so it's another decent one. It's a 4 out of 10 again. It's got some decent detail to it, and it's got more slightly better colours to it, I would say. A bit brighter, a bit more vibrant. So yeah, definitely another 4 out of 10. Again, army themed, realistic themed, so definitely not my cup of tea. Definitely like the more bright and vibrant skins. But out of the lot, the Milson and the Griggs skin were the best. Overall, it's about 3 out of 10 battle pass vault. Would skip unless you're trying to collect all the battle passes, of course. Or you like the military theme. Of course, the military theme is not my kind of theme. So yeah. Now let's get in, and I will show you off the striker, and I'll do a showcase gameplay, and then I'll show you the initial loadout I'm using as well.